Hi, I am Joe.
Hi, I'm Dawn.
And welcome to our channel, Tiny Home, Simpler Living. You know, we started this looking for a tiny home, tiny RV, about 3-4 months ago, right, Dawn?
Yeah, probably about 4 months ago.
And we've learned so much ever since we started. In fact, there are things that we see now in some videos when we're online looking at new stuff that we wouldn't have even noticed in the very beginning. In fact, we wouldn't have even noticed them up to 2 weeks ago or so when we started to think about doing this show. So today we're going to show you some
unusual.
Thank you. Unusual, Dawn calls them, tiny homes, and with some features that, you know, I'm not real crazy about, but it doesn't matter. We want you to know how we really feel about it because you may feel the same way. So we hope you enjoy today's show. And if you like the show, please like us. And if you can subscribe to the show, then please do that. Subscribe.
We would really appreciate it.
Thank you, Dawn.
You're welcome, Joe.
All righty. We'll be right back. Let's get to the first one.
Okay, let's go look at it.
Weird.
Unusual.
And you can see right off the bat with this tiny home, it's very busy on the outside.
I actually like the color combination, the light gray with the orange. Now that we're looking in the living room, it does look this looks like a corner shot, and it does look a little tight.
Yeah, looks real tight to me.
Yeah, and as we go up to the ceiling, if you can notice, there's several different dimensions going on. It just looks a little
weird,
unusual.
See, right about now, in the top right, there's something coming down from the ceiling as part of the ceiling, and it's right by the stairwell to the loft that happens to be on the kitchen cabinet.
Yeah, that's probably the most unusual feature about this tiny house is that the steps lead to the countertop, and then there's a ladder that leads to a loft. But once you get to the loft, again, you have to crawl across into the loft. And I just don't understand why you would climb up the stairs to a countertop and then a ladder.
I think it's really kind of unsanitary. And I tell you, it's kind of creepy to me. I'm sorry. I don't like the idea of somebody's feet hanging around where the food is in the kitchen to climb up to a loft that's unsafe, and a loft that has 2 unfinished speaker boxes in it. Sure.
Well, it has cubbies, but and I'm not sure what that is in the wall, if that's a bed that folds out or cabinet space.
Huh? There we go. Back to that fancy ladder to the loft.
Yeah, and I noticed that there's no handles on the cabinets, so I really don't know how you would even open up the cabinets. I do like that it's light and it's bright. There's a lot of windows. I really like that. I'm not sure what's going on with the window covering there. Not sure what that is, but I do see that there is some space there that could be used for a cabinet or storage.
Oh, look, it's got a nice little stove. It's a 3-burner stove, and I like the look of the sink. And I like the butcher block. That's very nice. Mm-hmm. These are things that we might not have even noticed 3-4 months ago when we started looking at this stuff. There's the bathroom. What about the bathroom, Dawn?
Well, I find the bathroom a little unusual.
Austere?
Yes, it looks very bare to me. There's a lot of wall space that, again, could be used for cabinets or storage. And I'm not sure why they have 2 different size cabinets. What do you think, Joe?
Well, what I think is I don't like this toilet being this close to the kitchen and to the sink. You know, I mean, things hang around for a while. You have some cooking to do. So I guess it was pretty obvious that I wasn't crazy about the ladder over the countertop. You know, walking feet, soles of shoes, bare feet, crumbling around a countertop that may have food on it. It's bad enough. The other part is there was no railing around the loft that it was going to. The other part was it looked pretty difficult to get into that loft. Did you notice it? What else did you notice, Dawn?
Well, my biggest concern was safety issues and sanitary issues. Climbing on a countertop to get to a loft was very, very unusual. And then not having a railing at the loft. And also, I'm not really sure how you would actually crawl. You'd have to crawl into the loft. That just seemed kind of a little unusual to me.
Well, you've heard of flight or fright. This was crawl or fall. Anyway, we're going to be going on to our next video. And what do you think about this one coming up?
This one will have you climbing the wall. Climbing the wall.
And here we go. And you can see right here, yeah, you can see what we're talking about right here.
I do like the kitchen, the dark cabinets and dark countertops. I like the retro refrigerator. I like the lights, the windows with all the lighting coming through, but I do see some wasted space.
Ah, there they are. The old wall climbers. This just drives me nuts. I don't understand that. I don't understand putting that type of a ladder system in your place. And then when you get to the top, again, where do you go? Can you see a big fat guy like me getting up there, throwing a leg up, trying to get up to the loft at the top and flopping on my back on the floor?
I'd like to see that.
That's what I thought. Yeah, there you go.
The window, I like the window. I like the brightness. Not quite sure about the shelf, but I see why they're doing that. Again, the kitchen, I do like the kitchen with a light. I do feel like they could have put a cabinet over the countertop.
Yeah, that looks like there's a lot of cabinet space missing there to me.
Yeah, I think they could have utilized that a little bit better, but I do very much like the dark cabinets and dark countertops. Now we go to the stairs. The stairs, what concerns me is, number one, there's no railing, and number two, I think that the use of space could have been a little bit better.
I agree with you, Dawn, and we're moving on to the bathroom now, which I think looks pretty good. It was probably one of the best parts of this entire little tiny home.
I really like the bathroom. I like the shower, the tile work. I like the sink and the cabinets. I like how they have the different colors and patterns.
But here comes the best part of the tiny home. The tiny dog.
Yes, we like the dog. We like the dog a lot. He's very cute.
Again, with the pipes in the walls, the steps, it didn't seem like there was enough room on there for your feet. It seemed to me if you were going up and down there often enough, that stuff would get loose. Literally, you would be climbing the wall, heaving a leg up and throwing it onto that deck. Again, it just wasn't thought out. And again, something that Dawn and I may not have noticed the first time we were looking at these things.
Yeah, how do you get from the last step onto the loft? Do you just swing your body over onto the loft? Do you just kind of jump? And there was no railing.
Again, no railing.
Again, no railing. Yeah. And, my concern was you wake up in the middle of the night and it's dark, you can't see, and you go right over the edge.
But one thing we can agree on, that dog was adorable.
Oh yes, the dog was adorable. We really liked the dog.
I think that was our favorite part of that entire tiny home, was that beautiful little dog.
Yeah.
Anyway, listen, if you would please, like us, subscribe to us, and if you would, leave some comments. Let us know what you think. Let us know what we're doing right and doing wrong. Maybe I shouldn't have asked that question, but please do. This is for you, and we're enjoying doing it too. Obviously, we like to do it.
We're having a lot of fun doing the show.
But we'd like to thank you very much for stopping by for this episode. And until next time, God bless.
God bless.
Tiny home.